The University of North Georgia proudly welcomes our graduates and guests. Please take your seat and turn your attention to the video boards as we begin your commencement ceremony.
Leadership is fueled by vision and passion. Leadership is service with empathy, creativity, and integrity. Leadership is seeking continuous improvement for yourself and your community. Since 1873, the University of North Georgia has prepared generations of civic, professional, and military leaders. Today, UNG is a leading regional university that serves students across 5 campuses and online, with educational pathways ranging from associate degrees to doctoral programs. And as one of only 6 senior military colleges in the nation, UNG holds designations as a state leadership institution and as the Military College of Georgia. UNG's national reputation and student profile are growing stronger each year, and we remain focused on student success and academic excellence at all levels. Across UNG, our incredible faculty and staff are scholars and mentors who inspire service, inquiry, and creativity. And resume-building experiences help each student fulfill their potential. We know the value of determination and teamwork in and out of the classroom, and this spirit pushes our students to excel on the field, serve our communities, and explore the world. When the day is done, the real measure of our success lies in who our graduates become. Outstanding leaders for a diverse and global society. The University of North Georgia.
Good morning. As you are able, please stand for the processional.
Please be seated. Good morning. How's everybody doing today? Yes. Now here's the deal. We talked about this already. This is going to be fun. All right? We're going to call every name because every name deserves it. So let's have a good time. Let's enjoy. Let's celebrate. And again, like I told you, if you cheer more for the Braves than you do here today, we'll be here till tonight. Fair? Is that a good deal? All right. So good morning, everyone. My name is Mike Shannon, and I have the distinct privilege of serving as the president of the University of North Georgia. Welcome to a university that delivers for our region, for our state, and for our nation. We are the Military College of Georgia and the Army Senior Military College. We are a vanguard of American values and leadership. We are patriots. We are pioneers. We are servants. We are legacy makers. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to a university destined to be the most innovative, the most dynamic, legacy-making institution in America. Today, we are here to celebrate something bigger than all of us. Ladies and gentlemen, it is my honor to welcome you to the Fall 2024 Commencement Ceremony. Good morning and welcome. Ladies and gentlemen, commencement is the most cherished tradition of the academic community. It marks both the culmination of these graduates' academic journey here at the University of North Georgia, and more importantly, the beginning of the next chapter in their lives. As a first-generation college graduate myself, no one in my family went to college, ladies and gentlemen. I know how transformational earning a degree can be, not just for the individual, but for their family and their children and their children's children and their communities as well. On behalf of the entire University of North Georgia community, I extend my warmest congratulations to each of you, to each of our graduates, and to you, their families, and the friends who have supported them along the way. As we begin our ceremony, please join me in thanking Dr. Chuck Robertson, our faculty marshal, and Dr. Joe Chapman for leading our processional. Would you give them a round of applause? Yeah, that's some energy back there. I like it. I would be remiss if I did not recognize a very special group today. The mothers, the fathers, the husbands, the wives, the children, the grandparents, the relatives, the friends, all of you who stood behind our students, our graduates today, and assisted them throughout their college careers. On behalf of our entire team, thank you and congratulations. Thank you for your support of these amazing graduates. Let's give yourselves a round of applause. Yes. Graduates, today is an incredibly special day. You are donned in academic regalia that symbolizes your achievement and your commitment to your education, as well as the professional disciplines upon which you are trained. The privilege of wearing these robes is an honor, and I want to tell you this morning, you have rightfully earned it. Congratulations. So as you are able, ladies and gentlemen, please stand to honor America with the singing of our national anthem. This morning, we are delighted to have it performed by Miss Jennifer Manzuk, a junior in our Department of Music, seeking a degree in music, and you'll see why in a minute, a concentration in choral music education. Faculty, staff, and graduates, please keep your TAMs and mortarboards on for the playing of the anthem.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Thank you, and please be seated. My name is Shadron Gilles, and it is my honor as Provost to join President Shannon in welcoming you to today's ceremony. UNG is designated as a state leadership institution because leadership development permeates so many aspects of the UNG experience. We are committed to that role and to using our institutional values of excellence, student focus, integrity, engagement, and service to help our students graduate as leaders with character. Leadership author Tim Elmore describes leadership like an iceberg. The 10% above the water is your skill, but the 90% below the water is your character. The sum of your self-discipline, your core values, your sense of identity, and how you express yourself. As UNG graduates, you have learned the importance of character and the value of teamwork, of perseverance and leadership. It is my honor now to introduce one of your peers who has prepared a special message for you today. Today's student speaker, Tracy Amaya, is a political science major with a concentration in pre-law, graduating summa cum laude. Tracy is dedicated to advocating for a fair and efficient path to citizenship for immigrants in our nation. She has collaborated with UNG faculty and staff to pursue scholarships, fellowships, and internships that have supported her journey in this important work. Through her experiences, Tracy has gained valuable insights into the significance of overcoming language barriers, which has further fueled her passion for this cause. Her active involvement in various nonprofits and special interest organizations has allowed her to make a meaningful impact while honing her skills. And through her involvement on campus, she has gained a newfound confidence in her interpersonal skills, her language proficiency, and her passion for public service. Thanks to her foundation here, she is ready to chase her ambitious goals. Following graduation, she hopes to continue her education by pursuing a law degree with a specialty in international and comparative law. Would you please help me welcome today's student speaker, Tracy Amaya.
Good morning, esteemed faculty, honored guests, proud family and friends, and most importantly,
Hello, class of 2024. Today is a day that at times may have felt distant, maybe impossible, but yet here we are. As I sat down with an iced coffee in hand, ready to write the greatest, most tear-jerking, and most inspirational speech in all of the University of North Georgia commencement ceremony history, I faced one of the worst things imaginable: writer's block. As I stared at an empty Google Doc, thoughts of self-doubt began to flood my mind. What if this isn't the greatest, most tear-jerking, inspirational speech in all UNG history? And worst of all, what if no one laughs at my jokes? As I experienced this massive bump in the road, I did what any reasonable person would do. I shut my computer off and told myself, I'll do it tomorrow. In all honesty, writing this speech was one of the most difficult yet funnest things I have ever done. When I began thinking of all the possible ways I wanted my speech to go and what cliches to avoid, I grew a bit overwhelmed. It was at that moment I took a step back and told myself to start from the beginning. As far as I can remember, I have always loved school. I remember enjoying setting up my clothes the night before, getting ready in the mornings with cartoons playing in the backgrounds, the long bus ride to school, greeting my teachers, and especially enjoying a tasty chicken biscuit with some grape jelly drizzled on top from the cafeteria. While many of these memories may seem insignificant, it wasn't until I grew older I understood why I enjoyed school so much. You see, not so long after I was born, my mom gave birth to my younger brother, Francisco. Following a week after my brother's birth, my brother unexpectedly stopped breathing and was airlifted to Children's Healthcare of Atlanta, where doctors discovered that he was born with a rare genetic muscle disease known as congenital myopathy muscular dystrophy. It was there that my brother's journey of countless hospital visits, physical therapy sessions, and surgeries began. As one could imagine, my mom, not wanting to leave my brother's side, had to leave her job as a prominent Mary Kay cosmetic retailer, and my dad had to take on extra shifts to make up for the lost income. Although my brother's diagnosis took a significant toll on my family for the first couple of years, his story is a testament to who I am. Because of him, I am resilient, independent, courageous, and motivated. School to me has always been an outlet, a place where I had a sense of community. The University of North Georgia has granted me opportunities I never in my wildest dreams thought were obtainable. As someone who believes in lifelong learning, I'd like my message to you all to be that this is only the beginning. This is only the beginning. As you leave here today, ready to turn to the next page, the next chapter in your life, remember that hard work does pay off. My hope to you all would be that you never lose your will to learn and to keep growing. Some of you may have well thought out plans of what you would like to pursue after we leave this building today. For others, you are still figuring that out, and that is perfectly okay. Even if you have set timelines, it is important to remember that timelines change, and life will always find its way at throwing massive curveballs your way. Dare to dream big, and take advantage of any opportunities presented. In the wise words of Eleanor Roosevelt, the future belongs to those who believe in the beauty of their dreams. Today, you have achieved a degree, but remember that this is an intermediate goal that has only prepared you to take the next step forward. Your destiny is in your hands. To finish off my speech, I'd like to give thanks to the faculty and staff who have all contributed to my success. Thank you to Dr. Tan for always sending me links to scholarship and fellowship opportunities with the subject line titled FYI, and for always being willing to proofread and offer last-minute feedback to my applications. Thank you to the incredible faculty at the Office of Nationally Competitive Scholarship, Dr. Lynn and Dr. Hightower, and to my funny and reggaeton-loving club advisor, Kyle Murphy. Thank you all for believing in me when I did it, and for your never-ending support. To finish off my speech, I'd like to give thanks to my family for always believing in me and encouraging me to reach for the stars. A couple of months ago, my mom sent me a text message that I would like to share with you all today. It reads, "Felicidades, mi reina. Te amo por todo lo que eres. Nunca te detengas. Puedes lograr tus metas y llegar muy lejos. Dios te bendiga siempre. Tus triunfos son los míos." For my non-Spanish speakers, unfortunately, I am running out of time, so just look to a neighbor and decipher it yourselves. I'm just kidding. It reads, "Congratulations, my queen. I love you for who you are entirely. Never stop. You are capable of achieving your goals, and you will go far. May God bless you forever. Your triumphs are also mine." I wanted to share this message today because I think it encompasses the feeling that many of us who are children of immigrants or first-generation students may feel today. This degree is not only a personal achievement, but also recognizes the sacrifices that our families and ourselves have had to overcome in order for us to get to this point. The word thank you is not enough to express our gratitude to our families' never-ending love and support. So with that being said, class of 2024, we did it! Congratulations! I wish you all the best in your future endeavors. You're all capable of achieving your goals. Thank you.
that was fun, wasn't it? Thank you, Tracy. And I see Tracy's mom and dad over here, Blanca and George. It's so good that you get to share, or we got to share your daughter. Thank you for letting us have her. And you should be so proud. And she's going to be a great lawyer. So if you need a lawyer in a few years, Tracy's your person. Tracy, you did an amazing job representing your classmates. You're an outstanding representative of the University of North Georgia, and we all look forward to watching where this journey takes you. Well done. Will you give Tracy another round of applause, folks? Ladies and gentlemen, today you're going to see a theme, and it's called rock stars. And Tracy is the first rock star that we're sharing with you. And the next person I'm about to introduce to you is legitimately a rock star. But you are too, Tracy. It is my privilege to introduce to you today's commencement speaker, Mr. Sean Mullins. Sean is a Georgia-based, award-winning singer, songwriter, producer, and recording artist. He is a 1991 graduate of the University of North Georgia with a bachelor's degree in music education. While here at North Georgia, Sean served in our Corps of Cadets. Yes, he went on to be a rock star and went on to serve in the United States Army Reserve while also touring the country with his original storytelling style throughout most of the 1990s. He is currently writing, listen to this, folks, for his 17th studio album. Sean scored a #1 hit with his 1998 song, Lullaby, which you saw in the pre-show today. That same year, Sean earned a nomination for a Grammy Award for his vocal performance on Lullaby. The Soul's Core CD sold more than 1 million copies in the US, as well as receiving gold and platinum sales awards in Australia and Canada. Sean won the Young Alumnus Award from the University of North Georgia in 2001, and his music, ladies and gentlemen, has been featured on film, on TV, and in radio for over 25 years. During this time, he has provided support to veterans through Operation Song, an organization empowering active duty members, veterans, and their families to tell their stories through the process of songwriting. Ladies and gentlemen, Sean is a long-held member of this North Georgia family. His grandfather graduated from here in 1938, and his mama graduated from here in 1958. So, ladies and gentlemen, would you welcome back to North Georgia Sean Mullins, who will deliver our address today.
President Shannon, Provost Gilles, members of the faculty, esteemed members of the faculty, I should say, families, friends, and 2024 University of North Georgia fall graduates. Good morning, y'all. It's truly an honor to be here. You know, as we gather to celebrate your hard work, your achievements, and this important milestone in your lives. I have a few things that I'd like to pass on to you this morning, touching on some of what I've learned thus far in life's great journey. Music has always been a huge part of my life. From the time I can remember, I just wanted to play and sing and write songs. I made up little songs throughout my childhood, and I learned to play piano by ear. And my brother taught me to play Freebird and Stairway to Heaven and other popular rock songs of the time on the acoustic guitar. I was 11 years old. It was 1979. And somehow I knew even then that music would be the vehicle for my journey. I just didn't know how. So some of us may not find our passion that early in life. I realize that. I guess I say when you do find whatever that passion is, follow it if you haven't found it already. Writer, mythologist, Professor Joseph Campbell I don't know if you guys know him or remember him. He called it following your bliss. It sounds selfish in a way when you hear that, follow your bliss. But there's a deeper meaning. What Campbell went on to say was, when you follow your bliss, you put yourself on the kind of a track that has been there all the while waiting for you. And the life you ought to be living is the one you are living. So follow your bliss. I have so many great memories of my time here at North Georgia. I distinctly remember the piano proficiency exam my senior year. I had been playing piano for 12 years already, and I still couldn't read music. My ear just wouldn't allow it for some reason. And, poor Dr. Chapman, every Wednesday I'd have a piano lesson with poor Dr. Chapman, and he worked so hard with me, bless his heart, and it must have been a lot more painful for him than it was for me. Part of the final exam was, and they still may do this, Dr. Chapman would walk up to the piano as you were sitting there, and he'd open up a hymn book, a Baptist hymn book, randomly, and you had to sight read whatever hymn was on that page. Well, for most music students, this wouldn't have been much of an issue. For me, it was a big issue because I couldn't read music. So at the beginning of my senior year, I acquired a Baptist hymnal and I started practicing. When it came time for that final piano exam, Dr. Chapman opened up the Baptist hymnal to 3:30, Amazing Grace. I let out a sigh of relief. That one I kind of knew. I certainly didn't play it perfectly, though. I remember Dr. Chapman smiling afterwards and saying that he liked my improvisation, which had basically been me clunking through these block chords, adding several bad notes along the way. Somehow, though, I passed by the skin of my teeth. Throughout my career as a singer and a songwriter and a music producer and sometimes even a teacher, I've reminisced about my time here at UNG and how much dedication those who taught me had. I've used so many tools that I learned from Dr. Chapman and other professors here. Everything from arranging music to improvising in a band setting to orchestrating an ensemble. I wouldn't have known how to do any of that if it hadn't been for Dr. Chapman. I wouldn't have known how to do any of it. I would have probably figured it out along the way, but I came into this music thing knowing. And I wonder if you guys would help me give Dr. Chapman a round of applause. Another one. He's not just the piano player, he's one of my heroes. Truly. So remember the ones who help you along your way, your parents, your mentors, your teachers. Another fond memory I have here is my first day at Frog Week. Now, I'd just been assigned my room in the old Gaylord Hall, not the new one. And I was told that I'd been recruited into the Golden Eagle Marching Band. While changing into our battle dress uniforms, I turned to my roommate and fellow frog, Jeffrey Cheeks, and asked, "This is the band unit?" He said, "Yeah. Did you write in your application that you could play a musical instrument?" I said, "Yeah. I wrote that I could play a lot of musical instruments." He said, "Well, welcome to the band." I was not happy. You see, I'd been a band geek all through high school. I didn't want to suffer that same ridicule and verbal abuse at a military college. So later, while in line for our new crew cuts on that long wooden porch next to Woody's barber shop, I raised my hand. One of the cadre, red-faced and already hoarse from yelling, he said, "What do you want, Frog?" I said, "Sir, I'm not supposed to be in the band." He kind of smiled and looked over his left shoulder and yelled, "Hey, Captain Davis, this frog doesn't want to be in your band." Well, you can imagine how this went for me. After doing a whole lot of push-ups, I was immediately given a set of drumsticks to carry around for the rest of the week. I was evidently going to be in the band. My orders from Cadet Captain Davis were to not give up those drumsticks to anyone, no matter what. I was to protect them with my life. I slept with those drumsticks underneath my pillow all Frog Week. And I soon found out that the Golden Eagle Band was the exact right place for me in the Corps of Cadets. I also learned that my job as a drummer was to keep the entire brigade in step while marching. I'd never thought of that before. I learned to take my job seriously, because without that drum cadence at 120 beats per minute, the entire Corps of Cadets would be marching out of step. You see, I didn't realize it then, but I started changing the way I was thinking. I started spending more and more time in the music department, and I eventually changed my major from psychology to music ed. Being recruited into the Golden Eagle Band was leading me toward what was already there waiting for me, my bliss. And some of my closest friends still to this day are from my time here in the Corps of Cadets. And they became my brothers and my sisters. Now 34 years on, many of us are still dear friends. And you too will keep these friends you've made here, I have no doubt. So continue to cultivate those friendships. They will serve each of you well. I'd like to close by saying, if you haven't already, find out what you have that might contribute to a better world. When I first started writing and performing music, I was here in Dahlonega. I was playing at the little club here or at the pizza place or wherever I could, and I had no idea what I really had to offer. Entertainment, I thought, was the main thing, right? Playing guitar and singing for people. But over the decades, I've had the outer layers of my understanding peeled away and a more meaningful reason that I do what I do. I've been told hundreds of stories of how my music helped people get through tough times in their lives. And for a long time, I guess I had a hard time taking that in and accepting it. But I finally learned that it's not about me at all. It's about them. And that's why I do what I do. And it's not for the money, although I've been very fortunate. And it's not for fame, although I've had that as well. The reason I'm a songwriter and a storyteller is to make a difference the way I can in this world. Around the beginning of COVID, I was contacted by Operation Song. They're an amazing organization working with veterans, active duty members, and their families to tell their stories through songwriting. Now, I got to tell you, I was amazed by these soldiers and Marines. These stories were their stories, not mine. I just helped sculpt them into songs, and they ranged from combat to survivor's guilt to just going home and going fishing. And it was truly an honor and a privilege to work with the veterans in Operation Song. I've also had the opportunity over the years to teach songwriting and workshops and master classes, and I try to help aspiring songwriters write from the most honest place in their heads and hearts. I guess that's the real key to good writing, telling the truth. For that matter, it's also one of the main keys to life. A North Georgia cadet will not lie, cheat, steal, evade the truth, or conspire to deceive. I've never forgotten that. And those are good words of advice to anyone, I think. Your journey will go a lot smoother in this world if you simply tell the truth. My mom, also a graduate of UNG, class of 1958, used to say to me, "Honey, always tell the truth. It's a lot easier to remember." Thank you again, and God bless you, and congratulations.
Thank you, Mr. Mullins. Thank you for sharing your stories and for your inspiring and thoughtful message. Well, graduates, as the university's chief academic officer, I first want to recognize the important role of our faculty in helping you to identify and develop your potential and to prepare you for leadership wherever life takes you. I want to commend our faculty for their commitment to our students' personal and professional development and for their leadership and dedication to their disciplines. You can see in the examples that Mr. Mullins shared with us just how much you impact the lives of your students. I'd like to invite all the members of the faculty now, including those on the platform, to please rise so that we can recognize you. Would you join me in recognizing our University of North Georgia faculty, please? Thank you. Among our graduates today are students who have surpassed the academic standards set forth by our faculty, and it is my pleasure to recognize these honor graduates for their commitment and their dedication. The names of the students are listed in the program, and they will be recognized individually as they receive their diplomas. So I would ask at this point that you please hold all applause until the groups stand. Will the baccalaureate students who are graduating summa cum laude please stand and remain standing? These students have earned a grade point average between a 3.90 and a 4.0 on a 4.0 scale. Will the baccalaureate students who are graduating magna cum laude please stand and remain standing? These students have earned a grade point average between a 3.70 and a 3.89 on a 4.0 scale. And will our baccalaureate students who are graduating cum laude please stand and remain standing? These students have earned a grade point average between a 3.50 and a 3.69 on a 4.0 scale. Will all associate degree students who are graduating with distinction please stand and remain standing? These students have earned a grade point average of a 3.5 or higher on a 4.0 scale. Congratulations to all our honors graduates on this outstanding achievement. Thank you, and you may be seated. Members of our Corps of Cadets who ranked in the top 20% of nearly 6,000 cadets on the Army's National Order of Merit list will graduate as distinguished military graduates, the highest honor an ROTC student can achieve. This year, UNG has 17 distinguished military graduates, 5 of whom also ranked in the top 10% nationally. Will the distinguished military graduates please stand and remain standing? The UNG Honors Program cultivates a community of engaged scholars who have demonstrated excellence in academics, service, and leadership. Completion of the honors program includes involvement in activities outside the classroom and service to the institution and the local community. Will all graduates who are members of the honors program please stand and remain standing? And academic honors societies recognize students who have excelled both academically and as leaders among their peers. Will all graduates who are members of university and departmental academic honors societies please stand? Would you please join me in recognizing all of these graduates for their accomplishments? You may be seated. And now we will confer the degrees. Will all candidates for the associate's degrees please stand? President Shannon, I present to you the candidates for the associate degrees as listed in the printed program. Each of these candidates has successfully completed the requirements of the degree as set forth by the faculty, and I recommend these candidates to you for the conferral of their degrees.
All right, y'all ready? Here we go. By the authority vested in me by the Board of Regents of the University System of Georgia, I award to you the associate degree with all the rights and privileges thereunto appertaining, and I welcome you to the company of scholars. Please move your tassels from right to left. Ladies and gentlemen, let's give it up for our associate degree graduates.
Please be seated. Will the candidates for bachelor's degrees please stand? President Shannon, I present to you the candidates for the bachelor's degree. Each of these candidates has completed the requirements for the degree as set forth by the faculty, and I recommend them to you for the conferral of their degrees.
All right, this is a big deal, folks. 38% of America is right there. They're a part of that. Y'all ready? Let's do this. By the authority vested in me by the Board of Regents of the University System of Georgia, I award to you the bachelor's degree with all the rights and privileges thereunto appertaining, and I welcome you to the company of scholars. Please move your tassels from right to left. And ladies and gentlemen, let's get loud for these bachelor's graduates.
Please be seated. Will the candidates for the master's degrees please stand? President Shannon, I present to you the candidates for the master's degree. Each of these candidates has completed the requirements of the degree as set forth by the faculty, and I recommend them to you for the conferral of their degrees.
Thank you, Provost. And ladies and gentlemen, this is a big deal. As you can see, this is a huge accomplishment, a graduate degree. Y'all ready? Small but mighty, are you ready? Here we go. By the authority vested in me by the Board of Regents of the University System of Georgia, I award to you the master's degree with all the rights and privileges thereunto appertaining, and I welcome you to the company of scholars. Ladies and gentlemen, let's give it up for our master's degree graduates.
Please be seated. And we will now call the graduates forward to be recognized individually. I invite Dr. Brian Corrigan to take his place to announce the graduates. Marshals, would you please lead the graduates forward?
From the College of Arts and Letters, we now present the Associate of Arts degree candidates, Marco A. Cavajal, Takendra Q. Harbin, Brandon Leal, Andreas William Millsap. Lorena Pantoja Rico. Gavin Kenneth Lee Barrett. Benjamin Thomas Harrell. And Tori Tomian Johnson with distinction. Samuel Blake Lumsden. Maria Guadalupe Mora Garcia. From the University College, we now present the Associate of Science degree candidates. Brittany Chantel Diaz. Macalee Alyssa Gilly. Isabella Ashlyn Hitch. From the College Science of Mathematics, we now present the Associate of Science degree candidates, Zachary Chin Chin Johnson. David Trejo Hernandez. From the Lewis F. Rogers Institute for Environmental and Spatial Analysis, we now present the Associate of Science degree candidate, Sydney Dawn Perry. From the College of Arts and Letters, we now present the Bachelor of Arts degree candidates, Rebecca Etta Christine Ansley cum laude. Michelle Lynn Armstrong magna cum laude. Elizabeth Nancy Ann Bell. Taylor Nicole Boyd. Ashley Elizabeth Brame summa cum laude. Dashane Ashante Ariel Brown. Madison Renee Brown. Rachel Michelle Brown. Jackson Barrett Campbell cum laude. Brianna Victoria Cantrell magna cum laude. Jessica Riley Case summa cum laude. Taylor Brooke Coleman. Abigail Ruth Caldwell, cum laude. Christopher Noah Deibler, magna cum laude. Saray Deras, summa cum laude. Madison Dome. Kayla Madison Drexler. Erin Bridget Gannon. Brendan Jacob Garagny. Pierce Harrison Garamone. Sheena Marie German, magna cum laude. Braden Dwayne Gillespie. Connor Ian Glosson. Ashley Goodrich, cum laude. McKenna Faith Graham, cum laude. Seth James Haig, magna cum laude. Charlotte Rose Hancock, cum laude. Ellie Caroline Hayes. Karen Ibarra. Ryan J. Koo. Melissa Nicole Kramer, magna cum laude. Owen Hunter Langford. Samantha Brooke Leach. Cesar Martinez. Taylor Sierra Massey, cum laude. Kiana Zoe Mackenzie, cum laude. Kaylee Elizabeth Melton, magna cum laude. Catherine Claire Mills, summa cum laude. Brenna Moon, summa cum laude. Matthew Wesley Moon. Itzel Citlale Moreno, magna cum laude. Amanda Lane Murray. Ashley Namin. Abigail Ocampo. Susanna Olivo Sandoval, summa cum laude. Rebecca Brooke Payne, cum laude. Ethan Thomas Post, cum laude. Olivia Jane Prevet. Emily Grace Shang Regan, summa cum laude. Terrence Christopher Riley Jr., summa cum laude. Tabitha Rose Robbins. Ashley Leanne Sanford. Gregory Harrison Shook. Madison Olivia Smith, cum laude. Greta Halen Stallmark. Ava Grace Stalvey, magna cum laude. Jenna Lee Thomas, summa cum laude. James Michael Van de Planck. Daisy Angelina Vial, magna cum laude. Helen T.T. Vick, summa cum laude. Yamikani Princess Vokiwa. Solomon Ventus Weaver. Sydney Cheyenne Woods. Savannah Rose Yost. From the College of Arts and Letters, we now present the Bachelor of Fine Arts degree candidates, Megan Riley Allen, cum laude. Emily Brooke Bowen. Courtney Allison Day. Vaughn Winslow Duncan. Danielle Marie Hansard, cum laude. Abigail Holland, magna cum laude. Alexandra Milladin Patorinsky, cum laude. Alexandra Corinne Sexton, cum laude. Elizabeth Sherman. Joanna May Zawimki, summa cum laude. From the College of Arts and Letters, we now present the Bachelor of Fine Arts in Design and Technology for Theater degree candidate, Bryson Hawk, gran cum laude. From the College of Arts and Letters, we now present the Bachelor of Music degree candidate, Camille Faye Jennings, summa cum laude. From the College of Arts and Letters, we now present the Bachelor of Science degree candidates, Tracy Giselle Amaya, summa cum laude. Brittany Nicole Anderson. Matthew Ryan Anderson. Matthew Chandler Andrashuk. Grace Lily Aquino. Juliana Areus. Camden James Bond. Laken Windsor Bailey cum laude. Rosemary Kellen Beck cum laude. Isabel Grace Beidelman. Deanna Nicole Blythe. Abigail Rose Brockhoft cum laude. Sierra Rayanne Brogdon. Emma Rose Carey. Peyton Roan Carter, magna cum laude. Harrison Curtis Castleberry. Jacqueline Seha cum laude. Grace Abigail Collins. Second Lieutenant Cameron Madison Collins. Katie Olivia Cox. Grady Kenneth Colson. Caitlin Ashley Crisp. Bailey Denise Cromer. Naomi Freires Dahosa. Kara Leanne Dale. Bailey Christine Marie Davis, summa cum laude. Dorian Aspen Duncan, cum laude. Jaylene Jordana Escarate. Emily Ann Finch. Patsy Elizabeth Folds. Carla Nicole Gallaga. Cara Jean Giordano. Adriana Lee Gonzalez. Second Lieutenant Dylan Patrick Green. Zachary Tyler Griffin. Madison Lee Harner. Victoria Dean Hart. Sydney Marie Hayes. Emma Lauren Hechevarria. Ethan Scott Hellman. Caitlin Sarah Helton, summa cum laude. Nathaniel Alexander Henderson, cum laude. Emily Chris Hinson, summa cum laude. Madison Rain Hurt, magna cum laude. Thomas Cade Holbrook, cum laude. Eli Eugene Huey, cum laude. Ruby Islas, cum laude. Lana Camila Latham. Jacob Paul Lease, cum laude. Skylar Destiny Lewis, magna cum laude. Hassel Javier Ley Fregoso. Tanner Lee Lumpkin. Stephen A. Trammell. Sawyer Jacob Paul. Brian Santiano Mena. Gabriel James Rodriguez. Morgan Elizabeth Price Gano. Brenda Almanza. Lauren Skylar Lynch. Serena Elizabeth Maddox. Sydney Lauren Majors cum laude. Justin Severio Mano. Kayla Ray Martin, summa cum laude. Second Lieutenant Jordan Imani Krishon Martin. Jaden Hope McCollum. Matthew D. McMillan. Iris Neda Mejia Ramirez. Alexis Nicole Miller. Ashlyn Brooke Mize. Cheyenne Elizabeth Nicholson, magna cum laude. Gabrielle Marie Nimchek. Stephen Roy Nemo. Angel Mudasumbwa Neniyumbwa. Second Lieutenant Sarah Elizabeth Obermeyer cum laude. Alondra Olguin Perez. Alejandra Olguin Perez cum laude. Ashley Marie Panzica cum laude. Rebecca Ann Parsons, summa cum laude. Janaya Ashanti Pascal. Lindsay Elizabeth Pike, cum laude. Marissa Nicole Plager. Elena Mirovna Posey, magna cum laude. Amanda Ann Pruvo. Denise Quintanilla. Kyla Page Rich, magna cum laude. Sydney Jordan Ritter, cum laude. Anthony Henry Rodriguez. Zoe Reagan Ruiz Swatley. Natalie Yvette Sikaida. Jason Sinot. Nancy Lee Schaefer. Evelyn Maria Shelton. Stephen Michael Slifer. Sydney Lauren Smith. Madison Elizabeth Soroco. Caroline Blakely Southers. Dawson Michael Stevens. Hannah Grace Switzer. Chloe Ann Taylor. Reese William Tharp. Gianna Ann Torreta, magna cum laude. Eduardo Velasquez, magna cum laude. Alexis Renee Ware, magna cum laude. Christian Alexander Weinman. Cassidy Faith Whitlow. Jennifer Corey Wiggins, cum laude. Kat Renee Sosby Willis. Bethany Rianne Winston. Hannah Brooke Yike. From the College of Arts and Letters, we now present the Bachelor of Science in Film and Digital Media degree candidates, Grayson Robert Copenhaver. Alia Nicole Garcia. Anpelio Garcia. Samuel Harrison Jabloner, summa cum laude. Jade Jacqueline Kelly. Ashton Leanne Lord, magna cum laude. Anna Lee Mulhall. Alexis Grace Overman, summa cum laude. Gabriel Tanner Straniak, magna cum laude. Lindsay Julia Thacker, cum laude and Shia. Chandler Dean Thornton, magna cum laude. From College University, we now present the Bachelor of Science degree candidates, Eduardo Bautista. Catherine Mia Beck. Bailey Suzanne Booth. Maria Elizabeth Castrejun. Emma Lynn Chester, cum laude. Ivy Claire Davenport, cum laude. Second Lieutenant Liamsi Galindo. William Nicholas Heater. Second Lieutenant Paul Aaron King, magna cum laude. Jennifer Lucretia Herring. Alexia Michelle Jackson, summa cum laude. Mary Grace Metz. Mackenzie Sky Morrison. Luke Bryant Muffley. Ali Marie Mullinax. Desjarnais Charisse Patman. Second Lieutenant Derek Jackson Roach, cum laude. Taylor Marie Shin. Maxwell Scott Smith. Catherine River Tawes. Mallory Tyree. Noah Drake Walksler, summa cum laude. From the College of Science and Mathematics, we now present the Bachelor of Science degree candidates, Helen Elizabeth Adams. Sydney Taylor Anderson. Onika Haley Ann Bigby. Emily Hope Bowman, cum laude. Liam F. Buchanan. Caleb Scott Bunn. Hannah Rose Birch. Alejandro Canela, magna cum laude. Chloe Alice Carrasco, summa cum laude. Ashley Nicole Carroll, summa cum laude. Rachel Chacon. Elijah Dean Cluatra, magna cum laude. Sarah Elizabeth Cochran. Shelby Ray Connolly. Jasmine Alexis Crawford. Stanley Allen Fisher, magna cum laude. Rebecca Kate Garrett. Laura Kate Gleaton, summa cum laude. Samuel Joseph Hempen. Logan Isaac Hikes. Morgan Lauren Hill. Second Lieutenant William James Houts. Jessica Ann Howard. Sarah K. Johnston. Austin Kuhlman. Ellison Kate Lane. Jonathan Mackenzie Lawton. Valeria Leon. Rosa Delia Lopez. Haley Nicole Menice, summa cum laude. Hannah Elizabeth Menice, summa cum laude. Elizabeth Rose Meyer. Riley Suzanne Miller. Abigail Morgan. Jackson Tyler Mueller. Charles Jackson Orr. Alexis Nicole Pashkovitz, summa cum laude. Saul Ramos, magna cum laude. Maria Jose Rendon Vargas, cum laude. Caitlin Christina Roach. James Dalton Satterfield, cum laude. Eliza Grace Shiver. Isabella Nicole Taylor, cum laude. Sierra Son Thomas, cum laude. Elena Faith Tucksher. Dylan Patrick Wade. Christina Lauren Watkins. From the Lewis F. Rogers Institute for Environmental Analysis, we now present the Bachelor of Science degree candidates, Arthur Lee Cagle IV. Lakin Taft Farrell, cum laude. Hayden Levi Gilreath. Lucy Mancia Martinez, cum laude. Madison Elizabeth Schubert, cum laude. Eric Luis Carrion. From the College of Arts and Letters, we now present the Master of Arts in Teaching degree graduates, Bobby Carol Howard III, cum laude. Janelli Marie Ramos. Valerie Page Stevens. From the College of Arts and Letters, we now present the Master of Public Administration degree graduates, Mina Bapu. Lindsay Marie Beasley. Jacqueline Robles. From the College of Health Sciences and Professions, we now present the Master of Science degree graduates. Laura Maria Barquera. Robert Lee Walton.
We now have a final group of very special graduates. Graduation Day is a milestone event in the lives of our students, but these graduates represent a milestone in the history of this university. We are now presenting, Dr. Shannon, I present to you the candidates for the doctoral program, our first PhD program ever, the Doctor of Philosophy in Criminal Justice. These candidates have met the requirements for the degree as outlined by the faculty, and I recommend them to you for the conferral of their degrees.
Provost, ladies and gentlemen, this is years in the making. And I am so proud of the provost and our faculty. it is a big deal to deliver a PhD program. And so I just want to celebrate that first on behalf of this great university. And these three amazing students, two
And
amazing
professor.
students, I'm sorry, we multiplied, for your tireless efforts to help us, because you were a part of this journey. So I want to thank you for that. This is a big deal, folks, and I want you to get really loud for this one. By the authority vested in me by the Board of Regents of the University System of Georgia, I award to you the doctorate degree with all the rights and privileges thereunto appertaining, and I welcome you to the company of scholars. Ladies and gentlemen, let's give it up for our new doctors.
And now, let's hood them.
Dr. Christopher Bakke. Dr. Christopher D. Dale.
I don't know about y'all, but I'm fired up right now. That was so cool, wasn't it? All right. Graduates, congratulations on your remarkable achievements. And you know what's interesting, ladies and gentlemen? We have graduates from associates to doctorates. And all of them have so many different meanings, and every single one of you, we are so proud of you. You have no idea how proud I am right now of you. We take immense pride in all that you have accomplished. Graduates, you would not be here without the tireless efforts of those who have supported you during this long and challenging journey. This includes our amazing faculty, your families, and your friends. So now, graduates, it's your turn. Please stand and join me in a round of applause to thank our faculty, your families, and your friends, and all of those who have given you support in the pursuit of your degree. Graduates, let's give it up for these people. Well done, moms and dads and friends and relatives. We appreciate you. Please be seated. Now, graduates, as you embark on this new chapter, on this new journey, remember, you are now lifetime members of the University of North Georgia family. We have every confidence that you will make us proud as you pursue your path ahead. And we eagerly look forward to hearing about your future. Now I am incredibly privileged, ladies and gentlemen, to introduce one of our own who has come home to share our alumni address, Dr. Maria Westerfield, who will give her congratulatory remarks on behalf of the University of North Georgia, Alumni Association, and our Office of Alumni Relations. Maria is a graduate of the University of North Georgia. Remember, we have brought you rock stars today. She graduated in 2015. During her time here, she was a member of the honors program and served as a resident assistant and a biology lab teaching assistant. She was a member of our outdoor pursuits and lead facilitator on the ropes course at Pine Valley. Clearly, Maria, you're not, where's Maria? You're not afraid of heights, I guess. No. And she was also the lead counselor for the summer honors program. Dr. Westerfield served in a wide array of leadership roles here as a student, both on and off campus. Some of her favorite memories are being involved in intramurals, which at the time were played on the drill field, and meeting friends at Chow for meals. She earned the Rachel Ford Springer Honors Program Student of the Year Award in 2015 when she graduated. She graduated magna cum laude with her bachelor's degree in biology and a minor in Spanish, and then went on, listen to this, ladies and gentlemen, to attend Mercer University School of Medicine in Macon, Georgia. Dr. Westerfield is a Nathan Deal Scholar with a commitment to return to rural Georgia and practice both inpatient and outpatient primary care with a specialized skill set of sports medicine. She is currently in her fellowship for sports medicine at Self Regional Healthcare in Greenwood, South Carolina, which is also where she completed her residency and served as chief resident and earned the most outstanding Resident of the Year award. During her residency, she completed focal tracks in sports medicine, obstetrics, women's health, and global health. Fueled by her passion for underserved populations, she volunteers at a local free clinic in her spare time, which I don't know when you have spare time, Maria, and has served on several international medical mission trips, including places like the Dominican Republic, Honduras, and Peru. Ladies and gentlemen, would you give a warm North Georgia welcome to another rock star, Dr. Maria Westerfield.
Good morning, everyone, faculty, family, friends, and most importantly, the class of 2024. It is a tremendous honor to stand before you today as the alumni speaker for the University of North Georgia. Let me first start by congratulating each and every one of you. You've made it. Through all the navigation of the late night study sessions, the challenging exams, and the moments of doubt. And now you stand on the brink of a new chapter. This is an achievement that deserves to be celebrated, and I hope that as you look around today, you recognize the hard work and dedication that has brought you to this moment. As a fellow graduate of UNG, I remember sitting in a chair just like you, filled with a mixture of pride, excitement, and yes, a little bit of uncertainty about what comes next. It's natural to wonder what comes next. Do I have everything figured out? But I'm here to tell you that it's okay if you don't have every answer right now. In fact, life doesn't often come with a neatly outlined roadmap, and that's where the beauty of this moment lies. Graduation isn't the end of a journey, it's just the beginning. The journey ahead might not always look the way you imagined, and that's more than okay. It's important to remember that success doesn't come in a single perfect plan. It's shaped by your experiences, your setbacks, and most importantly, the people who walk alongside you. What truly matters is that you have the patience to grow, the determination to keep going, and the ability to surround yourself with good, supportive people. During your time here at the University of North Georgia, you've been equipped with more than just academic knowledge. You've been given the tools to navigate the world, tools like critical thinking, problem solving, and communication skills. But more than that, you've been given something that will serve you for their lifetime. The knowledge that hard work, determination, and the support of good people will help you overcome obstacles and rise to meet your goals. UNG's unique combination of rigorous academics, and strong community ensures that you're not just prepared to face challenges, but to thrive in the face of them. Whether your dreams involve entrepreneurship, education, healthcare like myself, military goals, or the arts, you've been given the foundation to go out and make those dreams a reality. But here's the key point. There is no one way to success. Take your time, explore new opportunities, meet new people. Don't be afraid to make mistakes, because those will often be your greatest teachers. I know this firsthand from my own journey since leaving UNG. What I can assure you of, class of 2024, is this. No matter where life takes you, the values you've learned here, perseverance, determination, and surrounding yourself with good people will serve you far beyond the walls and the mountains of this beautiful university. And that's what will ultimately carry you to success. So as you walk out of here today, know that you are not alone on this journey. Your alma mater, your fellow graduates, your faculty, and the people who believe in you are cheering you on every step of the way. Congratulations, class of 2024. Your future is bright, and I cannot wait to see the amazing things you will accomplish. Thank you.
Thank you, Maria. Like Sean, thank you for being a rock star. Ladies and gentlemen, one of the many things that make the University of North Georgia such a special place is our congressional designation as one of only 6 senior military colleges in America. Ladies and gentlemen, we are the Army Senior Military College. Our Corps Cadets, situated within our Cadet Leadership Academy, is a signature all-Army ROTC military education and leadership development program, and has been a distinctive part of the University of North Georgia's mission since our inception, 151 years. For these 151 years, UNG's Corps of Cadets has played an essential role in strengthening our nation's readiness for a complex, ever-changing, and at times very dangerous world. The legacy and tradition of UNG's Corps of Cadets continues to be at the heart of UNG's culture, grounding our community in the values of loyalty, duty, respect, selfless service, honor, integrity, and courage. It's now my privilege to invite Colonel Ed Bankston, our Professor of Military Science, to conduct a very special ceremony, ladies and gentlemen, commissioning for our graduates. These are men and women commissioning as second lieutenants into the United States Army. Last night, these graduates were recognized in a commissioning and recognition ceremony here in this arena with their families and friends. Ladies and gentlemen, would you please welcome Colonel Ed Bankston.
Thank you, President Shannon. For everyone here, I'm very proud to be here today as we continue the legacy of officer development here at the Army Senior Military College. Will the graduating seniors who have earned a commission from the University of North Georgia remove your cap and gowns, proceed to the front of the stage, and face the audience. Ladies and gentlemen, as our commissionees move forward, I'd like to thank the UNG leadership here on stage, as well as our amazing professors, faculty, and staff across this arena for the impact you've had on our cadets. These cadets that are graduating today will take the investment you've made in their lives and the education you've imparted upon them across the globe in defense of our nation. You've made a profound difference, and we thank you all. The Army's motto is, "This will defend." These new officers are prepared to assume their role defending our freedoms. They're your sons, your daughters, your friends, and loved ones. Each one of them recognizes the protection of our way of life requires constant vigilance, because each generation inherits not only the rights and privileges to be an American, but also the responsibility to defend it. This should resonate with everyone and highlights the importance of the oath for which they are about to take today, with today being December 7th. Looking back to the events of December 7th, 1941, and its aftermath, which followed, reminds us not only the potential chaos and complexity these officers can face, but more importantly, why our nation's need for the leaders you see standing before you today. These officers will serve and lead in an Army that is a lethal and dedicated team with a profoundly important purpose. We do hard things, and we do them well. Please know, if you're looking for a challenge and have a desire to make a difference in our nation and across the globe, the United States Army is looking for you. The oath these officers will take signifies their commitment to defend our freedom, values, and the interests of our nation. This oath is not to a king or queen, any type of sovereign, or any political party. But it is an oath to defend a collection of ideas that is the very foundation of our nation. It's written down and enshrined in our Constitution. Lieutenants, you must understand this is a sacred oath, as one day you may be asked to defend it with your life or the lives of those soldiers that you lead. Ladies and gentlemen, I'd ask at this time all of our veterans, those currently serving in our military, as well as our first responders, firefighters, police, and EMTs, please stand and remain standing with me while I administer this oath. We'd like to thank all of you for serving, and I commit to all of you that these officers are ready to lead. Lieutenants, as you stand before your friends, family, and loved ones under the watchful eyes of those in this arena who have served and are currently serving, I ask that you raise your right hand and repeat after me. I state your name.
I, Delphi Green.
Having been appointed an officer in the Army of the United States,
Having been appointed an officer in the United States,
do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I will support and defend the Constitution of the United States
that I will support and defend the Constitution of the United States
against all enemies, foreign and domestic,
against all enemies, foreign and domestic,
that I will bear true faith and allegiance to the same,
that I will bear true faith and allegiance to the same,
that I take this obligation freely
that I take this obligation freely
without any mental reservation or purpose of evasion,
without any mental reservation or purpose of evasion,
that I will well and faithfully discharge
that I will well and faithfully discharge
the duties of the office about which I'm about to enter.
the duties of the office of which I am about to enter.
So help me God.
So help me God.
Ladies and gentlemen, please join me in a round of applause for the new lieutenant.
All right, Lieutenants, your first order. Go sit down. Ladies and gentlemen, I don't know about you. I know you came here excited about graduates and about this university, but you should be proud to be an American right now. Would you give these young people another round of applause? Ladies and gentlemen, as we conclude, I want to extend my sincere thanks to my teammates on our staff, across our entire team, who led the planning and delivered the execution of this incredibly special ceremony. Thank you for making it such a special occasion for our graduates and our families. Ladies and gentlemen, would you please join me in a round of applause for our teammates? And ladies and gentlemen, as we conclude today, we got this. Daryl's on it back there. Everybody give it up for Daryl in the back. All right. As we conclude today, ladies and gentlemen, And especially, this is a message for the graduates, and y'all listen, lock in. For 1 minute, lock in. All right, lock in. All right, here's the deal. We are incredibly excited of where you have come over the last year, 2, 3, maybe more, right? Years. I know we have a student out here who graduated, started her degree 18 years ago. 18 years ago, yes. But here's the deal. We are more proud of the opportunity that is now in front of you. You have changed the trajectory of your journey and those in your families and those whom you will influence. And every single one of you, every single one of us, ladies and gentlemen, is created for purpose. And when you come to college, you do hard things to equip yourself to walk toward that purpose. And like Sean said, some people figure out early, but others don't, and that's okay. You're not defined by what's on your degree or by a title. You're defined by the value you bring in delivering your purpose. So remember that as you leave here. Remember that as you leave these doors today and you go out and you make a difference and you serve. The world needs a lot more people who live not like this, everybody look at me, but like this. Go serve today. Congratulations. Graduates, once again, you are amazing, and we're so proud of you. Congratulations. That's what I got. I got the best job ever, folks. I got to look each one of them in the eye and tell them how special they are and how big of a deal this is. We're going to be incredibly proud of you. Never forget, graduates, that the University of North Georgia is forever your home. We are your alma mater. And those of you you've heard that word maybe, but you may not know what it means. Alma mater is a Latin word for nourishing mother. We are your nourishing mother. Consider this university your lifelong home. We're always here for you, to serve you and nourish you. Take care. Godspeed. Go Nighthawks. It's my honor to now invite back Jennifer Manzuk to return to lead us in the singing of the University of North Georgia alma mater, which, ladies and gentlemen, we want you to all be a part of. It's in the back of our program. Couple of instructions, folks. Following the alma mater, please remain in place for the recessional as the faculty and our graduates exit the arena. At the conclusion of the recessional, ladies and gentlemen, please exit through the lobby doors to my left, over in that direction, maybe not to your right, but to my left, to meet your graduates on the plaza. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for being with us today. We are privileged. Go Nighthawks. Please stand for the alma mater.
From the Blue Ridge mountain foothills to the banks of Lake Lanier, memories of our alma mater we all cherish and revere, seeking courage, truth, and wisdom, fires of loyalty abound. University of North Georgia, from diverse and solid ground, standing tall, salute your history. To the blue and gold we rise. Look beyond the distant sunset. See the future in our eyes. To our school